has not been delivered. They promised that they were going to deliver CNG on the 29th of... Where are the CNG buses today? They've not been delivered. All right? They've not been... Even the Abuja rail line. Why they keep talking about Abuja rail line? Didn't Buhari do Abuja rail line before now? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Or am I suffering amnesia in this country? All of these were just promises. They were not made. It's just like when they say they were going to fix the refinery. Yeah. And what happened? The refinery mechanically completed. Right. Oyibo. No results. Port Harcourt refinery, a fear, no oil, no crude oil from it. Even Dangote refinery, the mother used a lot of money to build refinery. You can't see crude. Yeah, so people are suffering.
Yes, those are the issues.
The problem is government. Government come out, make life better for the people. That's why we voted you in. Yes. This suffering is too much now.
Yes, I mean...
Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you so much for being here. My people, have you guys seen how problem like wahala full Nigeria? So today, the Labour Congress and TUC, they are still going on with the strike, despite that this will definitely impact negatively in Nigeria economy. But despite that, my people, this needs to be done because since Tinubu entered into office, my people, like Tinubu have been promising these people all the promises, up to now, they have not even fulfilled any one of them. You guys remember last year when Labour Congress went to go on strike concerning the subsidy removal, that they're supposed to provide at least one refinery in Nigeria, which the Tinubu administration promised them that this year, Port Harcourt refinery must start working. My people, up to now, they are not even talking about it anymore. Empty promises. And now they have decided that whether they like it or not, that they're going to go ahead with the strike, my people. That's why Rufai was saying, just blow hot and give woto to this Tinubu administration. Not only that, my people, come and see confusion concerning the new national anthem. My people, this one really made me to laugh, honestly. Like, there is confusion in Nigeria. Confusion everywhere, my people. And also, Arise team react for what happened in Abia State concerning the death of the 5 soldiers in Aba, which Alessoti have already taken over, and he is in charge of everything. Kind of begging Nigerian military that they should not retaliate, that he is on top of the matter. Like all this and other things, my people, that is happening in Nigeria will be discussed in this particular video with the Arise television team. And also reactions concerning Nigerians that are calling the arrest of Aisha Yesufu because of she refused to stand up and sing the new national anthem. My people, let's just watch this particular video, my people, and I will be right back.
Let's begin what's trending, with reactions trailing the nationwide strike embarked by the leadership of the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress over the minimum wage and electricity tariff hike. The group insisted on the strike action after a last-minute meeting on Sunday with leaders of the National Assembly and the federal government to avert the proposed strike. The leadership of organized labor in Lagos has promised a total shutdown in all sectors of the economy beginning today. They called on Nigerians, especially employers of labor, to show understanding on the need for the action and appealed to parents to keep their children at home, as the action will equally affect those currently taking the West African Examination Council certificate examination.
What is the value of 30,000 naira today? About $20. That is less than $1 in a day. So where does that keep us? We are in abject poverty. Despite this, we see our political office holders junketing about in jets, junketing about with a retinue of convoy without care for the common man. Shall we fold our arms and continue to watch like this? No! While we continue to writhe in pain and continue to languish in our places of work and our homes. We cannot continue like this. As we're talking about this, we know what has been spent, what has been budgeted for the renovation of the National Assembly. We know what has been spent to even complete the construction of the residence of the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Just recently, we heard the humongous amount that will be spent on Hajj sponsorship in Nigeria, 90 billion naira, in such economy as this, and we claim there's no money. We hear of states that continue to buy exotic cars 4 different people in their states, and you want to say that the common man, the ordinary man, cannot survive, cannot breathe. We say, let the poor breathe. It is time for the average worker to breathe.
All right, it is time for the average worker to breathe. But, you know, I was having a conversation yesterday, and I felt like it's so embarrassing that we are still on this national minimum wage conversation for over a year. Nigerians have reacted. This is from Ray, who wrote, "Wicked government. National Assembly can get increment. Judicial Council can get increment. Government parastatals and agencies can get increment. Office of the NSA, SGF, Chief of Staff can get increment. Hajj subsidy can get whooping sum of 90 billion naira. But civil servant deserves 60,000 naira. Where's the subsidy money after all you have removed subsidy?" I believe Wale Edu made a comment yesterday as well. The fact that, you know, every first government official to actually say that subsidy has not been fully removed. Just speaking earlier, and we talked about the fact that the transmission company of Nigeria said that the labor union has shut down the national grid. Right now, they are saying that there is nationwide darkness. Even as we speak, the Lagos airport is shut down. I mean, we have a lot of conversation here, but you quickly go ahead.
I mean, very, very sad what is happening as regards flight disruptions. I thought they were even trying to enforce a law that, you know, there's some essential services like flight that shouldn't be disrupted. I think this was even further, you know, talked about when we had that labor disruption in Imo State, you know, for the sake of national security. But I don't know why they're going ahead with it. I'm not in support of that. Also, my heart bleeds for the students, you know, that are not going to be able to write the exams today. Also, the TUC saying that they shut down the electricity grid, I don't think that's fair. But I think the federal government caused all of this. We should be clear and certain with these negotiations. By now, we should have wrapped up these negotiations. Put your position forward, advance your cause with very empirical arguments, iterating inflation scenarios, iterating pervading economic circumstances, and let us see. But in a case where you are not even forthcoming in the negotiation and you keep blaming Labour for going on strike, nobody wants a strike. Like today, we're going to lose about 600 billion in this economy. If we have a GDP like Dr. Adikwe also talking about 58 trillion, and you divide that by 365 days of the year, we're going to lose some 13 billion in our economy today. But the question is, are we going to allow Labour to continue the suffering? 30,000 obviously is not sustainable. Yes, I know there's a conversation of can the states pay and all of that, but that's why we need to be able to aid the states, you know, to do what is right. Because most of them, even when they make this resource, they need to be able to generate IGR. When they will generate the IGR, we see how these governors steal a lot of money. So we return to democracy, it's been governors stealing money here and there. That's why most of them, it's as if after they leave office, they are going to sign register with EFCC. It's true, that's what they've become. Or they quickly go to the Senate. We can't live in a country where leaders are not accountable. And that's the suffering you are seeing here.
That is the
airport. That's the Lagos
right
airport
now,
this morning. I don't think they should disrupt people's flights, you know, because of all of this. But also, I think government should now listen to the concerns of Labour. And I hope that probably before the end of today, they will go back to the negotiation table and they could shift some grounds. Government now needs to make sacrifice. Because this government keeps all the things, Mr. What's it called? Onanuga listed.
Yes,
they are not
what
entirely
I wanted
true.
to ask you. Yes.
They are not entirely
in
true.
Terms of all
CNG
of
has not been delivered. They promised that they were going to deliver CNG on the 29th of... Where are the CNG buses today? They've not been delivered. All right? They've not been... Even the Abuja rail line. Why they keep talking about Abuja rail line? Didn't Buhari do Abuja rail line before now? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Or am I suffering amnesia in this country? 25,000, how much has been shared? Have we not contested about the register? 1.5 billion palliative loans to states. Okay, some states were in contest. Did they get that or not? I think it was the Senate president that talked about that money, and the governor of Oyo State replied him. 75 billion, all of these were just promises. They were not made. I'm not sure they released for 2,000 metric tons on National Grain Reserve. You know, there was a contention where even the suppliers that were supposed to release the money the grains were saying, no, they might not have enough grains in storage. 90% subsidy on the healthcare cost of federal. I mean, most of these things were just promises that were muted before now. It's just like when they say they were going to fix the refinery. And what happened? The refinery mechanically completed. Oyibo, no results. Port Harcourt refinery, no oil, no crude oil from it. Even Dangote refinery, the man that used a lot of money to build refinery now, he can't see crude. So people are suffering.
Yes, those are the
issues. The problem is government. Government come out, make life better for the people. That's why we voted you in.
Yeah.
This suffering is too much now.
Yes, I mean, Aya, really quickly,
you'll be
points that
listing
Bayo
failed
Ononuga
promises there.
made about the fact that, they offer the 60,000 naira, which is a 100% increase from the last offer. I mean, I think also the idea of making sure that people don't suffer job losses, because obviously the private sector will have to also implement this 95,000 naira minimum wage that they are asking. Your quick thoughts on that, and then we move on.
All right, so we had a very robust conversation with a look at the economy and the economic impact of the ask of labor, of organized labor. But the honest truth is that a lot of the things that are being said, government ought to be communicating it to the people so we understand that it's not just because they don't want to pay people. Because when you hear people hear 60,000, they're like, what can I buy with 60,000 naira? But without looking at it from an informed position as to why it is almost impossible to go to the numbers that they're asking for. I think this is where we need to have conversations. And we've consistently said that we need to tighten the information apparatus of government, where they're able to communicate to the people and really express and share, and not just release, so we're going to give you this amount of money. That is one area that that has to be fixed. The government has a retinue of essays, this administration, essays on information on that, and they are not communicating to the people. It's either the communication has failed, because there's one thing to say you are speaking, there's another thing for it to be effective where people are actually getting what it is you're saying. I do believe that if this is done effectively, it would help to manage the expectations of people, because unfortunately I think that organized labor is also creating unrealistic expectations for Nigerians. With the 615,000 naira they've released in the first instance, so people are saying, two children, two adults, 4 children. It is not, it doesn't make economic sense. It's going to drive us into more poverty. Would you rather have a job and with not getting 615,000, now 494,000 naira, or lose your jobs and have some people earn that amount of money? That is the reality we have to face. So we have to come to some form of form of compromise, where we have a win-win situation and not a loser, as was said earlier.
Well, discuss this at length. We hope that they get to a meeting ground. 60,000 naira is obviously not enough. There is a negotiation that the government can look into. We'll take another story. The governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, over the weekend vowed that no stone will be left unturned in the search for those involved in the killing of 5 soldiers in the state on May 30th, reportedly by militants said to be enforcing the sit-at-home directive by the indigenous peoples of Biafra to commemorate Biafra Day. The governor visited the wives of the slain soldiers on Saturday at the headquarters of the 144 Infantry Battalion of the Nigerian Army in Asa, Ukwa West local government area. He also awarded scholarship to the children of the deceased soldiers up to the completion of their tertiary education, and thanked the brigade commander, Brigadier General Olushola Diya, for helping to de-escalate tension in the state and not embarking on a reprisal. Well, in the meantime, a video showing militants said to be part of a special unit of the Dragon Squad brandishing AK-47 rifles while celebrating after the tragedy on Biafra Day has gone viral. All right, this is the sad reality of our country, Dr. Abati. Non-state actors brandishing AK-47 rifles in celebration of that tragedy that occurred in Abia State.
I think we took this story on Friday. We're back to it again because there have been developments.
Yes.
What are the developments? The governor of Abia State, in whose territory the killing of 5 soldiers by 15 masked gunmen happened in Aba, the commercial nerve center of the East, has now gone to the barracks to commiserate with the families of the deceased and also with the military formation in that state. And he has made promises. Okay, he has shown empathy. He has identified with them. I think that the governor has done well, responding in a very prompt manner to show that the Abia State government is not going to behave as if it is unconcerned, because what has happened is a tragedy. Number two, the president of Nigeria himself has reacted. He has issued a statement. That statement was issued on Saturday, and it was written in the first person pronoun to lend weight to the seriousness of the president's concern. And he has promised that those who killed those soldiers will be fished out. And he advised against continuous attacks on soldiers. 17 soldiers were killed in Okwama. Now 5 have been killed by unidentified gunmen in Abia State. And the president was very clear in saying that these persons must be fished out. The rest of us are also saying that the killing of soldiers or even policemen or any uniformed officer, persons who have taken on the task of protecting the rest of us and defending the integrity and the sovereignty of this environment called Nigeria, they are killing by non-state actors, by the same persons they're supposed to protect, is unacceptable. Now, going forward in Abia State, I think the president should live up to his statement that these persons will be fished out and punished. Beyond that, the army spokesman, whom you quoted on Friday, said that there will be reprisal. OT is pleading and saying there should be no reprisal. And we said on Friday that when people go and look for trouble, the people who will suffer at the end of the day, these so masked, faceless, purportedly unknown mass gunmen, they bring the tragedy upon the heads of innocent people. So Governor Uti may say, please, we thank you for no reprisal. We don't know what will happen at the end of the day. Because when you kill a soldier, you are not just killing a soldier. You are attacking the integrity of the entire Nigerian military. And I think that was why the defense spokesman spoke along those lines. Until they teach these non-state actors the lesson that they need to learn. What kind of thing are we facing here? Failure of security.
Yes.
In fact, failure of the state,
yeah,
as some people will put it, or some people want to be moderate, will say a sign of a failing state,
yeah,
whereby people no longer respect uniformed persons, they no longer even respect the military.
Yes. I mean, that video was posted on social media, Dr. Abati. I mean, I thought it was important to highlight that video with non-state actors brandishing. Jubilating.
Impunity.
I mean, impunity. And they,
audacity.
The military said that they are going to fish these people out.
Temerity.
I mean, we have ways of locating these people, geolocations. And we know the person who posted this video. I mean, it is evident that these people don't mind killing their own people. There were 6 civilians that died on Biafra Day, a day that is left to recognize our fallen heroes and heroines of the Civil War. Unfortunate that these people are out there brandishing these weapons and killing their own people.
A gang of cowards.
Yes.
They are masked.
Keep suffering.
Absolutely.
That's the problem.
The military and the Nigerian government needs to look into this. We'll take another story. Some users on social media have called for the arrest of popular activist Aisha Yesufu after a viral video showed her sitting while the new national anthem was recited during an event over the weekend. The activist is among many Nigerians who have rejected the anthem, Nigeria Will Hail Thee, since it was reintroduced on May 29th after President Tinubu signed the controversial national anthem bill into law. The video has sparked a flurry of reactions while during an awards ceremony to recognize the 2024 courageous citizens. The activist took to the podium to defend her actions. Let's take a look.
We are all in prison because we are afraid of dying. We become slaves in our country because we are afraid of dying. We accept obnoxious laws because we are afraid of dying. Yesterday I was at an event where they were singing that nonsense day, Hail Thee. And I said I'm not going to stand for no party or no white or no crazy national anthem. And people are calling for my arrest, and I fear them. This country belongs to everyone. one of us. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. We all are citizens. We are citizens. We are not slaves. And the fact that they know that we will accept whatever it is they dish out to us is the reason why they dish out nonsense. Tinubu dared to put his hands in his pocket when they were singing the national anthem, when he was running and saying to Nigerians he wanted to be president. And some people are sitting down and they're daring to call for my arrest. And they wait for them. We die here. I said we wait for them. We die here.
She reminds me of Rosa Parks. I mean, This is a complete protest, and everybody has a right to protest. I mean, she came under fire, a lot of, mixed reactions. Minister of Education also tweeted Abia State. Remember, we took her tweet the last time that she wrote #Not My National Anthem. She also wrote in part, the lawmakers of the National Assembly and Tinubu grievously breached the constitutional provisions and process for amendment of legislation and therefore cannot foist another national anthem on us. I refuse to join them in the Kangaroo Act of violating the Constitution. Nigeria is a constitutional democracy and must so be governed. Well, in the meantime, there was this football match by our captain of the Super Eagles. I'd love for us to play that video because there was serious confusion and this video has been trending all over social media. Let's take a look at that video real quick.
Wahala.
Was mumming. I mean, this is what happens. That was Sabinus, the comedian.
No,
but
God,
this is what happens. Ayo, really quickly.
This is what happens when you force a particular thing or rule or thing on the people. When people don't accept it, law is made for the people, not the other way. So the truth about it is that going back to what Aisha Yesufu said, that we cannot gag the people. We have a right to protest and we must not have a docile people. If not, we're going to have people who one day rise up in anarchy because they're just tired of oppression. Is that right?
The danger that the Nigerian government faces is that more Nigerians, from Abia State to Aisha Yesufu, will refuse to sing this national anthem.
Yes.
The question is it an offense? People have quoted Section 24, which is under Chapter 2. Whether Chapter 2 is justiciable or not is another thing.
Yes.
Section 24A says you have to respect the flag, you have to sing the national anthem. But no penalties are prescribed.
Yes.
So, and under Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution, you cannot be crucified or punished for an offense that is not written in law. Well, so we're likely to find more people.
More protests,
not,
but in the meantime, just try to learn the words so you don't get caught on camera. Here we are, we hail thee. Well, all right.
So, my people, that is it. I hope you guys had what our Rise Television team said here. Like, these people are just giving me joy, honestly, anytime I watch this morning show. So they have said everything that is happening in our country called Nigeria. And also, I love how Rufai said his mind concerning all the promises that Tinubu has been promising, even from day one he entered office. And up to now, my people, we are not even seeing any brake light. Even the students' law, nobody is even talking about it, my people. Like, why is Nigeria so quiet for this Tinubu administration? Anything Tinubu bring in our faces, we just swallow it. Look at the new national anthem. Look at how fast they were to make sure that they implement it and even sign the bill into law. And Tinubu signed it sharp. Right now, everyone is kind of confused. People don't even know how to sing it. This is the evidence when you force something to the citizen without even asking them their own opinion. And also those Efulefu people that are calling the arrest of Aisha Yesufu because she rejected the new national item. I hope you guys heard it from Dr. Abad, who is a lawyer as well. He said that for now, there is no punishment for anyone that rejects or refuses to sing the new national anthem. Those ones that are calling, come arrest Aisha Yesufu, yeah, this and that. So right now, except maybe later, they will now put a law that anyone that refuses or reject the new national anthem, this and that will happen. But for now, there is no law for that. So my people, that is it. Please, I would love you guys to leave your thoughts in the comment section. And if today is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. Here we talk about trending G's, we talk about politics and everything that is happening in our country called Nigeria. Don't forget to share the video so that other people can get opportunity to watch as well. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Goodbye for now.